Welcome back to Auto Craze, where we dive into the world of motorcycles, innovation, and pure riding thrill. If you love bikes as much as we do, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Now let's get into today's machine. Alright, today we're taking a deep look at one of Honda's most exciting cruiser motorcycles, the Honda Rebel 1100. This is a bike that doesn't just ride, it speaks to a new generation of riders. It's got the soul of a cruiser, the performance of a sport bike, and the reputation of Honda's engineering excellence. Whether you're a seasoned rider looking for a powerful new ride or someone making the leap from mid-weight machines, the Rebel 1100 demands attention. The Rebel series from Honda has been a favorite for years. The 300 and 500 models were a huge hit with entry-level and intermediate riders. But Honda shook things up when they launched the 1100. It was bold. It was unexpected. And it wasn't trying to be a copy of something else. This is a machine built from the ground up to be different. At the heart of the Rebel 1100 is a beast of an engine. It borrows its 1084cc parallel twin power plant from the Africa Twin, Honda's adventure tourer, but it's tuned differently for cruiser duty. That engine delivers around 86 horsepower and 98 Nm of torque, giving it the muscle to move fast and pull hard in nearly every gear. The throttle response is immediate, and the torque is so satisfying at low revs that it's what you want in a cruiser. Now, let's talk about how it rides. The Rebel 1100 is all about that low-slung, laid-back cruiser vibe, but with performance that can surprise you. Twist the throttle and you'll feel up this bike moves. It doesn't feel sluggish like some heavy cruisers. In fact, it feels agile, especially for its size. The frame and suspension have been tuned to provide that delicate balance between comfort and sharpness. It can soak up the bumps on long stretches of highway, but it's also stiff enough to handle curves with confidence. And if you're coming from a sport bike background and worried about cruising being boring, this ain't it. The Rebel 1100 has selectable ride modes, standard, rain, and sport. Each one changes the bike's throttle response, power delivery, and traction control settings. And for those who want to take things further, Honda allows custom tuning so you can set up your own personalized riding profile. Whether you're cruising down a coastal road or riding spiritedly through back roads, the bike adapts to your mood. One of the biggest talking points around the Rebel 1100 is its styling. It has that minimal, almost stripped-back look that feels modern and edgy. The blacked-out engine components, exposed frame elements, fat tires, and that signature low-profile stance give it a tough, street-smart attitude. It's not flashy. It's not chromed out. And that's the point. This bike is designed to look raw and a more urban renegade than an old-school cruiser. Let's talk ergonomics. The Rebel 1100 seating position is relaxed but not overly stretched. Your feet are placed in a mid-mounted position, not forward like some big cruisers, which gives you more control over the bike and less fatigue on longer rides. The handlebars are wide and slightly pulled back, so your arms sit naturally, and the seat is low at just 27.5 inches off the ground. That makes it accessible to a lot of riders regardless of height. Now here's something a lot of riders appreciate: how the Rebel 1100 is lighter than you'd expect. It weighs about 487 pounds, for the manual version, which is pretty lean for an 1100cc cruiser. That means maneuvering through traffic or tight parking spaces is much less intimidating. You're not wrestling a tank, you're riding a well-balanced, responsive machine. Another thing that stands out is the level of technology packed into this bike. We already mentioned the ride modes, but there's also wheelie control, engine braking control, and cruise control, all standard. These are features you usually find on more premium touring bikes or high-end sport bikes. Honda clearly wanted this bike to be approachable, but also future-ready. Speaking of the dashboard, there's a clean and simple digital display that gives you all the essential info: speed, tachometer, gear position, fuel level, and ride mode indicators. It's not overloaded with visuals or distractions, which fits the stripped-back design of the bike. Let's also address how this bike sounds because sound is a big part of the cruiser experience. The Rebel 1100 has a deep, satisfying exhaust note. It's throaty, especially when you get on the throttle, but it doesn't drone or buzz. It's the kind of sound that makes you want to ride with the visor up and just feel the rumble. And then there's the customization potential. Like the smaller Rebels, the 1100 is built to be modified. Honda even sells a range of official accessories, everything from saddlebags and backrests to windshields and performance parts. And the aftermarket scene is growing fast. People are turning their Rebels into bobbers, baggers, even street scramblers. If you're into personalizing your bike to reflect your style, the Rebel 1100 gives you a great foundation. Now, we have to talk about price. One of the most impressive things about the Rebel 1100 is the value it offers. Honda priced it aggressively, considering what you're getting. For the manual transmission version, it's significantly cheaper than many heavyweight cruisers or sport touring bikes, yet it offers comparable performance, tech, and reliability. That price-to-performance ratio is a huge win for anyone looking to get serious power without breaking the bank. And as always with Honda, reliability is part of the package. This bike is built to last. The engine is proven, the electronics are solid, and regular maintenance is straightforward. Oil changes, chain maintenance, and valve inspections are relatively easy to manage, even for riders who like to wrench at home. If you're wondering what kind of rider the Rebel 1100 is best for, it's a great match for experienced riders who want something comfortable but not boring. It's also perfect for people stepping up from mid-size bikes who want real power but don't want to jump to a massive cruiser. And for urban riders looking for a motorcycle with serious presence and performance, the Rebel 1100 fits the bill. Another underrated aspect of this bike is its versatility. Yes, it's a cruiser. But you can tour on it. You can commute on it. You can hit the twisties on a Sunday morning. Add a few accessories, and it becomes a weekend escape machine. It's more than just a cruiser, it's whatever you want it to be. We've ridden it through highways, busy city streets, and winding mountain roads. And in every scenario, it impressed. It handled like a much smaller bike in traffic, had more than enough power on the open road, and cornered with confidence. Braking is solid too, with dual-channel ABS and a progressive front lever feel that gives you confidence in all weather conditions. One thing we hear often from Rebel 1100 owners is just how much fun the bike is. That's really the word that keeps coming up: have fun. It's easy to ride, sounds great, and it encourages you to explore. It brings back that feeling of why we started riding in the first place. Not just for speed or status, but for the pure joy of the ride. And let's not forget it looks good parked anywhere. Whether it's outside a coffee shop, lined up at bike night, or posted on Instagram, it always gets attention. Not in a flashy way, but in a way that says this bike has personality. It has character. So, what's the final verdict on the Honda Rebel 1100? It's bold, it's balanced, and it breaks the mold. It's a bike that proves you don't need to follow traditional cruiser rules to have a great ride. Whether you're into performance, comfort, or custom style, the Rebel 1100 delivers across the board. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Honda Rebel 1100, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your fellow riders. Don't forget to subscribe for more detailed motorcycle reviews, riding tips, and bike comparisons. Thanks for watching, ride safe, and we'll see you in the next one.